I had also noticed about the time I started reading this that it was when the trailer for It came out. Michael, did you watch It? The scary Stephen King clown movie when you were a child.
You know what? Not in succession, but I did see like bits and pieces here and there. I had a friend whose family, or yeah, I guess him too, were really into horror movies. And most of my horror exposure comes from incidental being in his house and that being on in the background or that the end of that movie playing or something. I think that's how I saw Scream.
That's a good movie. I saw that in the theater, sir.
Bits and pieces of It. So, yeah, I'm familiar with It too.
Okay.
So.
Have you read the book?
I've not read the book, which I hear is kind of levels above the movie as Stephen King novels.
So, the original It miniseries was like ABC 2-night event or something. It's
that's right.
It's like a 4-hour movie.
Yeah.
So they're remaking it, they're readapting it, I suppose is the proper terminology.
Yes.
Right now,
I saw that.
The trailer is out and it's messed up. It looks pretty good. But my question for you, Michael, is at what point do you feel that something should be up for readaptation?
Oh.
So
how long has it been? The thing is,
the miniseries came out in 1990.
So it's been almost 20 years, which is
it has been 20 years.
Shocking.
It's been 27 years actually.
Oh God, jeez. See, that even just shows how my time frame is off. I mean, at that point, that's like a generation. So you gotta say I think a generation is the key point there. I think it might vary by medium too.
Okay, so we'll just go strictly to movies then. So in a certain subset, the It miniseries is held in supremely high regard. And I suspect that is due to the truly unnerving performance by Tim Curry as Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Yes.
Because if you remember anything from that movie, you remember the clown, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty remarkable part.
Okay, it's pretty terrifying. It looks good.
I think that tarnished the image of clowns.
It ruined it for a lot of people of our age,
along with a lot of serial killers. But
one
in specific. But anyway.
So all right. So I had a feeling you were going to say that about time. Now, it has been 36 years since Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think. 36, 37 years, something like that. Maybe 35. Should that be remade?
I think you could... Okay, first of all, let me go on record saying that fourth movie...
It's garbage.
Just erase that.
Yeah, we don't count. We don't talk about that.
Aside that, I think the series, it could be rebooted with a new lead, because as we established last episode, Harrison Ford doesn't care, and he's
Was that last episode or the one before?
I think last episode.
I don't know.
But I think taking just that story whole cloth and reusing it, I think to introduce it to a new generation, yes, that's fine, you can remake it, but do something different so the generation that has seen it can still get something out of it too. Don't remix like we established again last time with Star Wars. Yeah, don't just remix. Oh, here's there's the whip for the first time or whatever. Like put it out on Front Street. Do something a little original. You can do a few Memba berries in there, but don't make it too overt. Give a little for the new generation. Tip your hat to the old generation. And go on your way.
I've just kind of been, going by the seat of my pants in this segment. But for me personally, I think what makes something like ripe for a remake or a reboot or whatever, I hate those words so much.
Me too.
It makes my teeth curl. But I think if people could take a movie that had like a lot of potential, but just wasn't done quite right, like It. Because in that book, there's a lot of demented stuff that is not going to pass it on to ABC now, let alone in 1990.
Okay.
And, there are certain iconic parts to it, but the story, it's very cheesy. It's very TV movie of the week. It's very, very special event programming for the 90s. It's incredibly dated. And it looks like they're really putting some stank on the new one. Whereas something like your Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think it's because of what its time and how it was made and all the technology involved and all and the personnel involved.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. And you can't do better. There's no more no one looked at Raiders of the Lost Ark and said, "Man, you know what? It would have been great, but like they nail it." Which is why I think, it's sort of a case by case basis on the rees, for lack of a better word.
So I'll ask you this, Jeremy.
Uh-huh.
When Big Show and Brock Lesnar broke the ring a long time ago, and then they redid that spot where...
Was it Mark Henry?
Again, I think it was Mark Henry.
That was dumb.
7 years later, did you applaud the ring breaking?
No, because I knew what was coming.
So you that was a one and done thing.
Yeah.
The ring breaks,
Oh.
and they should never do that spot again.
Well, you can do the spot again. You just don't set it up the exact same way with half of the personnel involved.
Fair enough.